What's happening, everybody? Mike Stroud here at the Avery Building, Broughton Hospital. One of my favorite places. Y'all see me all the time riding around taking pictures, and man, it is hot today. I'm excited about what's taking place. I want to give you a little history lesson. A lot of people don't know the history of Broughton. You know, it's named after an ex-governor here in North Carolina. This place is about 150 years old now. I mean, we're talking about America 250 getting ready to take place. Hey, man, this place wasn't too far after that, man, about halfway there. So, man, this place is historical. The architect here designed, just look at this place. It was designed by a guy same guy that designed the one up in Traverse City, Michigan, I've told you guys about, Grand Commons up there. And man, what they did up there is, man, they turned it into a vibrant community where it's a destination now. It was one of the largest in the nation, historical, and this place is bigger, better. It's already had things kind of set in place, but it's just sitting here. Y'all know me, I love this whole area. We've got a campus over here with Western Piedmont Community College, and man, if you've ever seen it, some of the pictures I've taken over there, man, right there they've got the trade school, and then you got the college back there in the background, and then you ride around, they've got a roundabout now introducing the North Carolina School for the Math and Science, which is there, the new water tower. You got the deaf school now, North Carolina School for the Deaf. It's right there on the corner. You got the water tower. Man, it's just a historical, beautiful place. You know, I just can't get enough of it. Ever since I've come to this area back in the 90s, when I come here, worked with Lowe's building supply, and then I moved away and then come back here and started a business. And you guys know the story, all the backgrounds. We won't get in on that here. But all that saying is, ever since I've been here, I ride around this whole area. It's like a beautiful lake setting, all the different buildings. And then I ride around Broughton here, and it's just a city in itself. You know, I always talk about, man, y'all know me, I've always talked about the Sky Needle since I moved here. And people say, "Mike, like in Seattle?" And I say, "Yeah, man, like I said, bigger and better than Seattle, man. This is the gateway to the Blue Ridge Mountains, man. I mean, we got the over the mountain men. We turned the revolution here. We got Charlotte, you know, Thomas Polk. We got, you know, Wait Still Avery, the first attorney general here in North Carolina. All these different kind of things right here in Burke County. It's amazing, right here in North Carolina. And then we've got places like this, and the state is set up for mental institutions, okay? That's what this place was. And the whole idea, when the guy designed it, the architect, they did all these beautiful structures. The guy that designed it set it up so that it would have a lot of windows. It would always be facing the sun and those kind of things, so there's light coming in. Light's important, man. We like being in the light, not the darkness. But light was always coming in. And it's such an amazing thing because that's part of people's mental health. And that was such a big, vital role of it. Now, they built a new place, and to me, it's kind of, you know, down in the hole, and thank God for it. Thank God we got a place like that. But that being said, you know, we've got this place that's still viable. You know, it's still sitting here. It's kind of being maintained, but, you know, there's a lot of potential here for so many different things. The whole campus is beautiful, you know, not counting the deaf school like we was talking about. You know, that campus is beautiful. We got so many historical things that we got to preserve. This, I believe, is bigger than Asheville, even up at the Biltmore. You know, you know, when the Biltmores, the Vanderbilts came through here, man, they was wanting to do all that stuff that they've done up there right here in Burke County. You know, why not? Have you seen the pictures I've been posting? Have you seen this building? Biltmore ain't got that. And this thing's shabby. It ain't been really kept up. So, you know, I'm all about fixing things up, cleaning things up, cutting things back, restoring what we've got, you know, being faithful over the things that we've got, especially when we got something like this, nothing like this in the nation, you know, and it's right here in our backyard. Put that with the history we have, with the revolution, you know, all those different things. We're at a beautiful time in our country where people are starting to come together as Americans, utilizing things, rebuilding things, reimagining things, being innovative, you know, stepping out of last century, you know. You know me and the roads and the infrastructure and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to make the money and think of ways that we can do things where, because the state doesn't have money, things don't have money. That's why things a lot of times don't get going like they should, you know. But how can we make the money? How can we turn to the things we've got inside of us and things we have here locally that can generate monies and an economy that can do these kind of things. That's what even in the barn dominiums and the steel trusses, I'm all in here just in Burt County. I'm one business, one philanthropist, but I'm all in. I'm cheerleading our county saying, hey, man, we got to take care of the local people, the local region. And man, look what all was happening. Look at what's happening with just the airports, man. Hickory building a new museum, man. People, the next generation's coming on, man. They're excited. And I want them to come back to this area. So many times we feel like we're a senior generation. The baby boomers, we've built everything. They've done so much and they're aging out. And there's nothing wrong with that. We love our seniors, man. We want to make their walkways, smooth. We want to make the doors wider and open up so people ain't struggling. You know how it is. I can even wrestle with the door sometimes, but we like things easy for our seniors and taking care of people, but we got to move to the next generation too. We got to be willing to change, and I want them to see something great. That's why I love this place. I mean, we toured this place, and went up there, and thank God for them letting us go through the place and took me up to the dome. You can't see it in this shot, but the dome is beautiful. Inside there's a flagpole up there, so y'all know me. I'm all about the flags, the flagpole, the American flag. I said, hey, you guys, we'll clean it up. We'll make it look good. We'll light it up so it shines throughout the community, and put a flag on it. We'll do that and and just see what people say. Same way with the water towers. Y'all know me. I want to light the water towers up. I said that over there at the math and science, and one guy was sitting back and he said, hey, I've been telling everybody that. Let's light it up. Even something like this, light it up. Downwash it, upwash it. The water towers, man, we need names on them. Put murals on them. Mike, everybody says, Mike, that's money. How you gonna do all that? Back to what I was saying. We're gonna make the money. And we're going to do it in manufacturing. We're going to do it with our home team. It's amazing what's coming together, how things are coming together just like this. This has been sitting here, and everybody says, why don't we fix these kind of things up? When I did that tour in here and I posted those pictures of the tunnels and all that kind of stuff, everybody that grew up here, now I didn't grow up here, but everybody that grew up here, man, they said, oh man, I've been hearing about them tunnels. I've been wanting to do it. Hey, they take tours up there in Michigan, same place, man, making money right out of the gate. We probably make money just somebody taking a picture with the wedding right here, right now. Those kind of things, man, generating money, man, that we can generate things to make it look good, take little maintenance and all those kind of things. But, people are excited about it. And then I find out the Commissioner Broughton, the chairman, his dad used to be over the maintenance. And then when I come up here in Danny, man, he's worked for the state now. It's hard to believe, 20-something years since I met Danny, who kind of has the maintenance and opens up the place. All this is our community. It's all of us here local. And I'm excited to see everybody getting on the same page. I was just at a meeting this morning with the school board. Tiana Sims, she's the chairman, and Mike Swain and all those guys. I mean, over there, all our teachers, we want this to be the best place. We got good people, and we in a good shape here in Burt County. We're getting better too, man. That's the thing about it. We're more transparent, but we got good people in good places. And when I was talking to them, the thing that they're doing, they're pouring themselves into our children. And we got to have that. We got to have that next generation. But they got to see something too. They got to see something that we're excited about. Something, I don't like everybody working so much that they can't take time off to be with their kids and their grandkids. And everybody, me, I want to build things for our families. And this whole place, when they did the Broughton study, it wasn't just here. Broughton, it covered, over there, like I was talking about, the deaf school, the math and the science. There was going to be a pond down there, called it Tamara Park. I mean, when I started reading, I was amazing. Most people don't know about it. But so many people in this community would love to plug into something like this. Timothy Ambrose, dear brother, from Traverse, Michigan, Traverse City, Michigan. When he first moved here, I didn't know all these things, but we got talking because of the pictures I take about Broughton, taking all these pictures like this all the time around clouds and sunsets. And he says, Mike, if y'all ever do something with that place, let me know, because they did the same thing where I'm from, and it's amazing. And so I started checking into it, and wow, it is amazing. And man, I'm excited about that. I'm excited just kind of knowing the history and knowing the things that we can do, just kind of perk some interest. And, you know me, I'm just trying to build our community. And we got so much opportunity with people here. We got so many resources. We got ways that we can connect with one another. We got resources just sitting there not being used. And I think collectively, even for private enterprise and those kind of things, you know, you can do some amazing things. And that's where it's going to come from. It's going to generate money for our local people. And I'm all about doing those things. So, hey, stay tuned to all the things that we're doing. And, man, check out the Avery building here. Is this not beautiful? Right through here sometimes. Y'all see some of the pictures I take, say, well, just I'm going to ride over there and just take a look and sit on the picnic table. What's happening, everybody? Back here on the back side of the campus here at Broughton. You know, you've seen the front building there, Avery building. This is the back side where you can see the smoke tower out right there. I love that old thing. I take pictures of that, you guys know, all the time. And so what they had planned on doing with that in that study that I was talking about was like making like a innovative manufacturing, those kind of things in those buildings, old steam building. And man, there's just so much opportunity and so many different things that can be done. The infrastructure here pretty much is as good as anything else. So, you know, that's the one good thing. But no, I think there's a lot of opportunity here in Burke County for people to really rally around things that can really bring a vibrant thing to the community. You know, we got the equestrian over here at the North Carolina Ag Center right here behind us. All this stuff is tied together. It's not just this property to itself. You know, it's all tied together. You know, the math and sciences over there, which they're doing a heck of a job. That's an incredible thing that's taking place there at the math and science. The kids, what they're doing, and all the different, the barn, you've seen what's taking place over at the barn. You know, how good it looks since they fixed that up. It's amazing. You know, that barn was just sitting there just like it's going to fall down. And man, now it's just this iconic looking picture of a barn, you know, and we love barns. Steel trusses, barn dominions. I'm talking about all that. You know, we don't want the ordinary. We want something that's branded for Burke County. And what more could be branded for Burke County than Broughton? I mean, it's historic, man. This is amazing. But the Ag Center and all those things that are right next to us right here, man, they've got things going on where they can do all the kind of things for the equestrian, all the cattlemen and association, all those kind of things. The kids we got state champions. You know, there's things we can do, man. We could plant, just imagine what we could do, just plant a field of sunflowers or something like that. Do something big, do something over the chart. People can't even imagine. You know, I keep telling everybody our best dreams are ahead, our best years are ahead. And this is it, man. You know, it's like walking in the promised land. That's the way I see it. You know, we've been walking around out here wondering where we can do everything, put everything, and it's sitting right in the middle of us. Right here, got all the access to the interstate, got all the parking over at Western Piedmont Community College, got all the learning you need to do. Man, we're educating the kids, man. We're trying to teach them, man, trying to show them different. When I was growing up, man, I was too busy trying to socialize. Y'all know me, I like to socialize, and I didn't understand the importance at the time, and I tell the kids that now, man. It's so important that school's all about you. It ain't about socializing, but that's a hard sell, man. When you're a kid and you're just having fun with your buddies and your friends, man, and you're going through all those growth spurts and different things, you know, you're just living for yourself, man. But if you're smart enough, and our kids, this next generation, they are. Heck, half of them in high school already graduated from college. I mean, go figure that. They're that smart, man. I mean, you know, but a lot of times you got to mature too. A lot of times you can be smart, but, you know, just because you're smart out here in book knowledge, if you don't have field knowledge, if you don't know how to balance those two, if you haven't matured and know how to deal with people, you might be really smart in one area, but you're really immature in how to deal with people, and that don't work. So there's balances there, but our kids are smart, man, and we want to celebrate that. One thing I want to celebrate with them is places like this that we got right here in our backyard that the whole community can get behind. We've got Morton. Oh, how beautiful is Morton. We love Morton, man. What the historic, you know, the courthouse there, everything that's going on there, everything that Casey and gosh, all of them have done downtown to promote our downtown. Man, it is the crown jewel, man. It's beautiful. And even in that study, it was talking about the Renaissance of Morganton and all those kind of things. But yet still, here it is, man. It's all made to be together, man. Just like America, man. It takes all of us, every color, every blend, every background, every religion. You know, it takes all of us. If we can just drop all those tags, That's what I keep trying to tell everybody. Drop all the tags, drop all the departments, the religions, the politics, and let's break bread and understand, and let's collectively do something together. If something drastic was taking place in our world right now, if a bomb dropped right now, now think about that. We got it so good, that we can gripe and complain and judge and talk and put our opinions on Facebook, Twitter, X, and all those things, and we don't have no accountability. We can just shout our opinions and whatever we want to do because we're in America. But look at all the people that sacrificed. Look at the Civil War. Look at the presidents. Look at all the things. American Revolution. There's always wars. There's always a divide. When you try to do something good, there's always going to be something bad trying to pull against you. That's why we got wars, because people can't sit down like it says in the Bible and just say, hey, man, can I help you? It's about that simple. He's going to gather every nation, every tongue, and every tribe in the end. So in the meantime, on earth as it is in heaven. How do we make that work in the meantime? That was Christ's prayer. How do we make it in the meantime right now with one another? We got to drop off all the tags, unite together on something. Like if a bomb blew up, we wouldn't be worrying about where you went to church at. Man, say, can we help you, man? What can we do? Everybody, all hands on deck, just like in war, like a real something happened, on a ship or something. All hands on deck. That's what I'm saying. All hands on deck in our community, in every local community. We can come together. We can join together. We can make a difference. We can rebuild the things that are already here, a promised land. I got tickled listening to them talk over at the college. We talk about pickleball, and we told them, man, we got to put pickleball courts over here at Western Piedmont Community College. And they were just amazed at how many people, since they put the pickleball court lines over there, wasn't nothing over there. They were just setting courts, sitting empty, nothing going on. Now there's traffic over there, there's people over there, and that's what it's all about. We want to be bustling, man. We don't want to rely on the baby boomers in last century and, after the World War II and all that kind of stuff. We're still living on the same roads, the same economy and all that kind of stuff and letting all that. We want to be innovators. We want to be the ones that are setting the standard, being the leaders, man, that's putting everything back in, serving in any capacity. That's what it comes down to, serving in all capacities. And I'm here to serve you, help you. You guys know that as a county commissioner, man. I'm all about our local area, our region. I'm so excited to be working with our county commissioners, all the ones that we got. I love Brian Barrier. I call him Gutenberg because Brian, we come in together. And Brian, man, he's so tied in to all the different things. He's got a group of people. He's got a following people because of the Blue Ridge News. It's very conservative, and that's a great thing that we got that in our community. Our community is a conservative community, man. This is the Bible Belt, and we embrace that. There's nothing wrong with that. We don't like religion. We don't like religious people, but we like people that are set up just like it was at the American Revolution. All the history right here with the Mech Deck. Thomas Polk and Charlotte, Captain James Jack that rode the Mech Deck up to Philadelphia, all these kind of things, how we turned Cornwallis, man, right here at Kings Mountain, the over the mountain men that come right through the McDowell house where they did all the history. They got together, they prayed, all those kind of things so they could go down there and say, hey, we're not going to have tyranny anymore. We're not going to do that anymore. The Scots Irish, they came from continents, they crossed oceans, and they're here. And they seen how England was doing, man. They said, hey, man, that was in our own country. That ain't going to go down. And man, we got freedom, baby. And look what we got now for all their sacrifices. Man, we're first in freedom. We're first in flight. And it don't matter how we got there. It just matters that everybody at a local area and all our communities across our nation locally said, hey, we're not going to tolerate it anymore. And they got together, and look what has taken place because of their sacrifices. Man, we can live and go like we want to do, and we can control a world, we can speak a world into existence that we want. And I love that. So here I am with all the other county commissioners. Randy Burns, I love him, man. I mean, we ride around, and Randy was telling me over at Western Piedmont all the years he worked here and been around this area, he's tied in all the colleges and all the things that they're doing. He says, Mike, boy, be nice to have an amphitheater in there. I said, Randy, you my man. An amphitheater, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all know me. Man, we don't need no red rocks. We got the Blue Ridge rocks, So we do things around here, man, that sets the standard. And so that got me excited, seeing things like that kind of take place. And then Jeff Britton, man, all the things he does. What a great chairman of the board, man. He can he's a steady. Jeff, I got so tickled him in campaign type things. This is kind of off the subject a little bit. I'm talking about our county commissioners, the people that's helping shape things here locally for our people we're serving. He's a calm factor. No matter what's going on, he's able to bring calm and move along. And I like that about Jeff. You got to have that in people. And then you got Phil Smith, man. I love Phil, man. We butted heads at the beginning, but it's like that in anything, till you figure each other out and understand each other. And now we love each other. And Phil's on the America 250, man. And man, he's all about, man, what Phil has done, just saving some local people that are in churches here is amazing, If it wasn't for Phil Smith, man, there'd be people on the street right now that wouldn't be housed. And so, man, Phil was a local principal down in Hildebrand and all these kind of things. These are local guys that love our community. I'm the outsider, but man, I'm a York County boy, Rock Hill, South Carolina. We were still in this thing together, I am a son of the American Revolution. I'm proud of that. Thank God for Dr. Tom Lesser and his wife, that did the research to do that for me, because I would have never known. So, but hey, we're all tied together, and that's what's so exciting about this. I'll stop talking. You guys know how I do. I'll be making more videos. This is just the beginning. I'm excited. You guys know you can call me. We're here to serve you guys. Appreciate your commissioners. Talk to them. We're being transparent in everything we're doing. I want everybody to know what we're doing so we can do it collectively and be on the same team, man. No agendas, just on the same team to bring Burt County up and all our municipalities. We love you, and God bless you.